Okay, welcome back. It's been a long time since we've done a Blu-ray review or update for a few reasons. Simply haven't had enough cash to really pick up some really interesting items, and I've been waiting on some pre-orders arriving, which I ordered a long time ago, and been quite busy. But we have been doing the list videos just to tide you over. So first of all, we're going to look at the newly released Scream Factory Collector's Edition of Escape from New York. John Carpenter's Escape from New York is a classic film. Kurt Russell sort of reinvented himself with this film when he took on the role of Snake Plissken with the eye patch there. You can see here on this newly commissioned artwork, and goes into Manhattan, which is a prison island, to rescue the president. And really wonderful old school effects, matte paintings, camera trickery, really well done, really cool. I was disappointed to hear on the commentary with John Carpenter, which is an excellent commentary, but he did say, oh man, I would have liked to have done this with digital these days, but it didn't exist back then. Digital would just ruined the look of this film. This is some classic old school work, which makes small locations look a lot bigger than they are. There's been a lot of talk about this particular release. It's a new 2K scan of an interpositive struck from the original negative. As Escape from New York has been released twice before at the bare bones Blu-rays, with transfers which haven't really set the world on fire. Very, very dark transfers. Now, this film has never been the darling of crispness and light. It's always a very, very dark film shot on 80s film stock. It's it's never going to look great. But the earlier transfers were very dark and not very easy to make out. This one is a little brighter. Still has a little flecks of damage here and there, but nothing too intrusive. And I like this transfer better than the previous American release or the previous UK release. Where the real bonus is here is that they've transferred all over the special features from the DVD collector's edition that I used to have, which I sold about a year ago when I had this was coming out, and some more new features. So on the first disc we have the film, with which is presented in the 2.35:1 ratio, which is the correct ratio, and it has a DTS HD Master Audio 5.1 with English subtitles, and is region A locked, by the way, as all the Scream Factory items are, unfortunately, but there you have it. We have 3 audio commentaries on this first disc. The first 2 have been released before, one with Deborah Hill and production designer Joe Alves, and the audio commentary with John Carpenter and Kurt Russell. Joining those is an all-new audio commentary with actress Adrienne Barbeau and director of photography Dean Cundy. Now, the best commentary of the 3 is the classic John Carpenter and Kurt Russell. John Carpenter and Kurt Russell have done 3 great commentaries together. This one, the one for The Thing, and the one for Big Trouble in Little China. Those are probably John Carpenter's best commentaries, maybe along with his one with Roddy Piper for They Live. On disc 2, we have a bunch of bonus features. We have, as mentioned before, the deleted scene, the original opening bank robbery sequence, return to Escape from New York featurette, theatrical trailers, photo galleries, behind the scenes, posters and lobby cards. That's from the original DVD, as we mentioned before. And we have 5 new featurettes to go along with that new commentary. We have Big Challenges in Manhattan, the visual effects, Escape from New York, which is really good. Scoring the Escape, a discussion with composer Alan Howarth, who co-composed this with John Carpenter. It's really interesting to hear their dynamic of working together. And there's 3 more that I haven't watched yet, but I'm pretty sure there'll be a good quality going off the first 2. On the set with John Carpenter, the images of Escape from New York with photographer Kim Walker. I Am Taylor, an interview with actor Joe Unger, and My Night on the Set, an interview with filmmaker David Ducocteau. And it rounds out the package. So we take off the slipcover, and it's we've got the original artwork here, and then you've got the that new artwork on the flip side of the slip. Got both discs there, the feature and the bonus, with different artwork for each one. Pretty cool. Yeah, so this is definitely the way to go. It has all the features. you know, it hasn't improved that much in sharpness, but it's brighter, and I think it's the better looking one of the releases. There you have it. Now, some other things I picked up over the last month, here and there, just some older releases. We've got Roman Polanski's The Pianist, which I don't think got released in the US, but this is the UK release, which is the same as the French, from Studio Canal. It's in this book form that they do, with a booklet with essays and photos, etc. And the disc just pops out of a little nodule there. Comes with some cool special features: original trailer, a story of survival behind the scenes of The Pianist, interview with writer Ronald Harwood, interview with Andrei Spielman and Daniel Spielman. A very harrowing movie, but a worthy watch, and one of the few worthy Oscar winners. Import this if you can. I think it's Region B locked. I did check when I first got it, but I'm pretty certain it's Region B locked. So you'll need a Region Free player, or you'll need to be in the Region B area. Here's another one from Studio Canal, Army of Shadows. Another one that I'm pretty sure is Region B locked. This is Jean-Pierre Melville's final French Resistance film. He did a few. He did Silence de la Mort and Leon Morin Priest. He mostly did crime films, and his crime films are actually my favourite. But this is still a very solid entry in his oeuvre. Feels very like it could have been filmed just yesterday. He has such immaculate style. He's such a great director. Has some special features here: Army of Shadows, the hidden side of the story documentary, and a booklet inside, just like the other one. But this one is not. This one is actually attached. So pretty cool. Interestingly, this film did not get released until many years after it came out in France. It got shelved, and we got a proper American release 30 odd years after it came out, and it started to get a name for itself on its re-release. But anyway, I'm replacing my DVD here with the Blu-ray. The Final Countdown, classic time travel military film with Kirk Douglas and Martin Sheen. This one is region free. It has audio commentary with director of photography Victor J. Kemper. Lloyd Kaufman Goes to Hollywood, an interview with associate producer Lloyd Kaufman, and starring the Jolly Rogers, interviews with the Jolly Rogers F-14 Fighter Squadron, theatrical trailers and TV spots. Looks pretty good. The best you'll see it, so check it out. And finally, a new film. I just got this second hand from a video store, and it just came out a couple of weeks ago on Blu-ray here. It's the local edition, Region B locked, from Madman Entertainment, the Nightcrawler, which was my favourite film of last year. And if you haven't seen it, I recommend it. I'm not going to give away too much. Has some pretty cool special features, audio commentary with writer-director Dan Gilroy, producer Tony Gilroy, and editor John Gilroy, which I've listened to about half of that already. Interviews with Jake Gyllenhaal, Rene Russo, and Dan Gilroy, and featurettes, If It Bleeds, It Leads, Making Nightcrawler, and The Ultimate Success Story. In 2.35 to 1, English 5.1 DTS HD, and good film. Okay, so that's my updates. I've got another video I'm going to do with a couple other things I got, but I'm not going to do that as a general update video, and we will catch you soon.